Hello, hello everyone, welcome back to another wonderful day here on Sandybay Farms, where I've accepted a few contracts. We're in summer now, lovely, bright, sunny summer morning, and one of the contracts that we're going to do involves us jumping into our MAN and heading down to the store, because we've got a transport mission. Now, for narrative reasons, I'm going to say that they have forklifts at both the... where am I going? It's not the right way. At both the pickup point and the drop-off point, because you'd just assume that if they're expecting pallets of things that they'd be able to move them themselves. At least I would anyway, but you know, that's just me. So we're going to head down there. It's Sandybay stores to the animal dealership that we're going to, and while we're down that way, we're also going to be picking up some more fertilizer, because I have two other contracts for fertilizing, and we might go ahead and fertilize some of our own fields, but we might not do it with a sprayer. I have quite a lot of slurry available now, so I might go ahead and utilize some of that on one of our fields. Not sure if our fields are ready to be fertilised yet or not, but we have that option available to us. If nothing else, then summer is going to be full of lots of contracts, because it's a good way to bring a bit of money in, because we're a bit shy on funds. We're very shy on funds, in fact. We've only got 31,000, we still need to get a baler, we still need to get an animal feeder. I'm hoping to see about getting an animal feeder today or tomorrow, we'll see, or in this episode or the next one, should I say, because this is obviously an episode that's going out on a Sunday. Now hopefully this episode turns out better than the last one. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out after edited, but while I was recording it I felt like I did a little bit too much off camera. But in my defence, I was recording it quite late at night. I was very tired, and I've woken up nice and refreshed, ready to record this one. So hopefully this turns out to be a good one, because I am in a very good mood. I'm certainly excited to be back on this map. I've been waiting for this all night, if you will. One pallet of luggage. Alright, well, we'll wait for them to load that up and then we'll carry on. Okay, there we go. It's loaded on to the truck. I'm going to refer to this as a truck, but it's not really a truck. But it's sort of like a truck. Now, before we go and deliver this, I'm just going to nip into the store and get some fertilizer ordered, and then we'll go and drop this off, and then we'll come back and pick. Okay, so they've got the order in for the fertilizer. It's a little bit of a hill. This machine is a little bit long to go over that. So we need to go down to the animal dealership, which is of course out this way. Now, my memory's not as good as I'd like to think it is, but I'm pretty sure none of this stuff used to be here in 17. I don't remember there being a little in Sandybay 17. And of course the construction site's very cool. I think there was a petrol station there at one point actually. Could be wrong there. Let me know in the comments below what's actually changed on the beachfront in 19 compared to 17. So this is where we're going. We're going in this gate here. Now we just need to figure out exactly where it is. It looks like it's over there, and look at that, they have the forklift ready for us. So I'll get this dropped off, I'll head back to the store, get the fertilizer loaded up, and I'll see you guys in a moment. A few jump cuts already in the episode, we're only 5 minutes in. Okay guys, that's everything loaded up. As you can see, I also bought some diesel and DEF, so that'll keep the tractors going for a little while. These tractors don't go over those, so I'm really hoping that they're actually attached, because if not, this could get messy. But we've got two fields to fertilise for contracts. One of them's worth quite a reasonable amount of money, the other one is still worth a decent amount, but not at quite as much. But it's going to let us see other parts of the map, and what I'm not sure of is whether we have fertiliser or herbicide in our sprayer. I think it's herbicide. If it is, I will very quickly run over field 4 with it. and get those weeds killed off again. If not, I will just unload it, but I'll do that off camera, because you've already seen me do that to both of our fields that need it. I need to check the map as well and see if the herbicide trick worked on field 1 and field 21. Oh, forgot to mention as well, as you can tell, I'm going back to the farm a different way. Out of the store I turned right and over the bridge. So it looks like field 21 hasn't quite germinated yet, and there is in fact weeds up there. That's frustrating. I want to keep weeds on, but at the same time that's a pain in the ass. So here we are back at the farm from the other direction. Oh, mistakes were made. So I'm just gonna park the truck a little bit less in the bushes, would be better. It's actually getting dirty. So let's have a look at the map first of all. There's the contracts we got. One's worth 16,360. The other one's worth just shy of 4 grand. And for the transport mission we got 1,200 quid. In case you guys were wondering. Seems like an awful lot for one pallet, but let's see, field 4 has quite a lot of weeds in it. Got a little patch of weeds down here. And in field 21 as well. Let's see, but field 1 is growing, field 4 is growing, and field 12 is growing. None of them have failed to germinate yet. Field 21 hasn't actually started yet. So let's run around here. I've also tidied the yard up. I've put the machines away that we were using yesterday and washed them and things like that. Away being a general term. So I've got the JCB parked around there in the washing station just now. And I didn't wash this. So let's jump in here. It's full of herbicide. So what I'll do is I will quickly go and do the herbicide on the fields that need it, in the areas that need it, and I'll bring you guys back once we have fertilizer in here and we're heading up to one of the contract fields. Okay guys, I've just refilled the tractor with liquid fertilizer, and I also put some fuel in it because it was down about half a tank, and I thought, oh, that's why you should look both ways before pulling out of a junction. Yeah, I thought I'd put some a bit of diesel in it as well. I'm surprised this one doesn't take DEF in it. But if we will just pull into the side here in case there's any traffic, have a look at this. So we've got field 16 and field 22. Have a look at the map. Field 16 is the one right next to ours. Field 22 is this enormous one up here, which I'm actually looking forward to doing because I've not seen Willowbrook Farm or something like that in this version of Sandybay. It's the farm I used to use all the time in 17. It's the closest one to the shop as far as I know. It's the one I don't actually remember Sandybay Farm at all. Even sure if I couldn't even tell you if it's new or not, but I don't remember. So we're gonna head off to field 16 first. We'll get it done because it's not gonna take very long. It's all just a 30-meter spread width, and depending on how long it takes us to do these contracts, we might pick up another one. We will just have to see. But I kind of want to set the. I want to buy a little trailer. And I want to set that little trailer up as sort of like a service trailer. I don't know if we can get a toolbox on 19. I'm not sure if I have one or not. I know I can get a placeable one. I'm not sure if I can get a movable one. And sort of set that trailer up as sort of like fuel, DEF, toolbox, or a fuel trailer, if you will. That'd be quite cool, but obviously we don't have the money for it just now. We're down to £20,000. That's because I obviously bought the fertilizer and diesel and the diesel exhaust fluid and things like that. So, you know, we've spent money to make money. We've got like 16 grand coming in from Field 22, and if there's any other really big contracts like that, I would definitely be taking them. We'll just throw the two fields together in a time lapse, because we need the money, because we need equipment. So down this really rough track that I still thoroughly enjoy. I mean, it's quite hard to drive down at any kind of speed because it zigzags, but I suppose you're not really meant to drive down at any kind of speed. That, yeah, kind of spoiled my own fun there. I'll get back to out of cab view. Make sure we're far enough into the field to not hit any trees. You do not have access to this land. Oh, but I do. This is actually the first wet fertilizer that we've actually done on this map, because so far all the spreading we've done up to this point has all been herbicide, and all the fertilizing we've done has been through the drill to install this fertilizer, put it into the ground at the same time as the seed. So this is a little bit different. I mean, if I go through the hedge a little bit and do a little bit of my field, I'm not going to complain at that. Now, of course, we have loads of liquid fertilizer. We've got 2 and a little bit of the original 4 that we bought, and then I bought another 4, and the 4 I bought today are actually bigger IBCs than the ones that we had anyway. So plenty. We shouldn't need to buy any more liquid fertilizer for the rest of the year. We might need to buy things like solid fertilizer or lime, but we're fine for liquid fertilizer, and I think we're fine for herbicide for the rest of our life. But what I'll do is, we've seen this part of the map quite a bit, really nice views, but I'll do another one of my ever frequent jump cuts here, and I'll bring you guys back when we're heading up to the big field. Okay guys, we finished that field, but obviously I didn't accept the I didn't complete the contract yet, but I did accept another contract for field 19. So that's new. I don't remember that being there either. Oh. Oh. I mean, I could fix that, but oh, why is the roof all dented though? That looks like it hurt. That's why speeding is bad. To quote Jeremy Clarkson, it's not the speed that kills you, it's the sudden stopping that gets you. So we're going to head up to field 19. It's not this one next to us, is it? No, it's the next one up. That bigger one right in front of us. I have no idea how to get into it, so we'll have to figure that one out together. Nice lush green leaves still. I imagine it'll start darkening up. Looks like we've got to do basically a U-turn. Which is fine, because the trailer steers as well. Start unfolding the behemoth sprayer. Just gonna have a guess. Yeah, I wasn't far off. So I don't actually anticipate this one taking particularly long, maybe 4 passes up and down the field. But what I'll do is, I think we'll jump into a bit of a time lapse, we'll get this field done, we'll get the big field done, and then we'll collect on all the contracts all at the same time and see how much money we can actually come out with at the other side. Okay guys, that is all of that finished now. Let's go down this way. Let's do a little bit of map exploring with our sprayer and see what's actually up this end of the map. I've not completed those contracts yet, so we're still £21,363 that we currently have. Obviously the castle is there. We should probably have beacons on. I would imagine this road is much fun to come down with a machine that's much larger than this one. I'm pretty sure there's a way you can go up to the lighthouse, which is what I actually want to do. I believe it's in here. Get a nice view. Looks like there's a farm in there. Let's walk up here and have a look, see if this is actually a proper farm. Foxbury Farm. I wonder what kind of farm this is. It's just a regular farm with an outstanding view. Let's have a look at the map. That is a view and a half. This is giving me ideas for other series, but I can only run one series on a map at a time. Can't fill my channel up with just Sandybay, unfortunately. Looks like there's a house on the hill. This machine battling is washed again, which is to be expected. We did go through quite a lot of fertilizer there. That lighthouse is actually really far away. Didn't realise it was that far away. Oh, I found the person who bought Dennis's car then. Actually, I know somebody who owns one of those cars. I drove it a couple of weeks ago. Quite good cars. This might be a mistake. I know the map edge is somewhere, but it just seems to go on for what seems like forever if you catch it at the right angle, which I think is pretty cool. Now I almost definitely shouldn't be up here with this machine, but let's just have a look at the view. That seems dangerous. I like how you can hear the wind up here as well. This map is definitely one of the most beautiful ones out there. I wonder if we can climb the lighthouse. I know in 17 you were able to. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't literally climbing the walls, but. There we go. Look at that for a view. That is pretty epic. So let's deal with these contracts. There we go. We're up to £48,000, which is amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tractor back down to the farm. We're going to jump in the pickup. We're going to unload the pickup, jump into it, and head down to the store and see if we can pick ourselves up a little service trailer. And I'll see you guys back at the farm. Okay guys, here is what I've put together. So we have a shovel, we've got a wheelbarrow full of, I'm assuming seeds, I'm not actually sure. No, it's full of chicken food, which is fine because I need to give the chickens a bit of feed anyway. We have some seeds, we've got diesel, we have some mechanical tools which we might get rid of because that is some terrible frame rate right there. We've got some chicken food, we've got the diesel and the def there as well, which frees up the back of our truck to transport again. That wheelbarrow might not make it. The wheelbarrow might also have to go. But okay. Yeah. Hopefully it finds a happy point. Let's put it in the back of the truck. I'm pretty sure that could be made into a meme. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, well, we'll let it do its own thing. Hopefully it's going to stay there now. It probably won't, like it's already floating. That's fine. So we'll take this back up to the farm. The wheelbarrow will obviously come out of it because that can't be done with that, and I'll probably get rid of the mechanics tools. We'll, for narrative reasons, we're just taking them up to the farm and we'll add them to our workshop. I can't be having those kind of frame rate drops. It seems like when I have a pallet full of chicken food as well. That's a bit inconvenient, that's not what I intended that pallet to be for. But the chicken food isn't supposed to stay in the trailer anyway. It was to actually bring to the chickens, so it's not the end of the world. But we'll take this up to the farm and that wheelbarrow. I remember when I was quite young, my dad came home from work one day in a car he'd bought new, first car he bought new in a very, very long time, and the front end of it was all damaged because he was following a van like this, a drop side van, and they hadn't strapped their wheelbarrow down and it came out the back of the van and hit the front of his car, broke the windscreen and went over the bonnet and up over the roof. Did quite a bit of damage, but it was all sorted by insurance if I remember rightly. But we kept that car for many years after that. It's probably a wheelbarrow like this, one of those floaty, swirly ones. But yeah, I think the tools will have to go, because when we get close to them, I can't be doing with the frame rate drops. We might change the layout of the trailer, maybe put like a pallet of seeds and a pallet of fertilizer in the back there. We will just have to see. Am I going to make that turn? I am. I'm shocked and surprised. Go down here towards our huge stash of herbicide. Is so much herbicide. That was definitely a mistake. Let's carry the wheelbarrow that magically doesn't empty into our chicken coop. Yeah, maybe. It's very. Like, what is even happening? Don't fall over again. Okay, it seems to not be working. Oh, there we go. We can't really steer with it. This can become a little bit of map decoration right there. I mean that, yeah. Well, not worry about that. I'm going to call this episode here for today, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, then you know what to do. Drop a like, it'd be very much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, you can, of course, subscribe. That would also be appreciated. And you can also ring that bell icon, that way you get notified of all future uploads and live streams, of which the day I'm recording this, I actually plan on doing a live stream today. Of course, that would have been a week and a half ago from when this video actually gets published. But you can also find me on Discord. There's a link to my Discord server in the description of each and every video. So feel free to head over there, pop in and say hello. You can also find me on Twitter. My Twitter name is on the screen just now. So head over to Twitter, drop me a follow, and I'll forever be your best friend. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.